And we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first edition of Special Features. The director's editorial, the director's commentary for the feature film, The Road to Sundance. This is the first time I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to kind of deconstruct the I'm going to deconstruct the films, the two feature films that I did previously. They are both no budget features. They were both made in the indie space. So they were, we made them with no money. We made them with very little support. And basically, it's love and duct tape or rather Love and Gaffer's Tape is how we got these films made. This is also my first sort of foray into trying to do the uh, StreamYard. So some of these things are going to be hanky, and I'm not quite sure where to look at the camera just yet. But I needed to press record. I've been trying to set this thing up for 2 hours. you know, and at a certain point, you can't let perfection be the enemy of the good. So we're going to get started. I'm going to use StreamYard to connect us to IMDB, um, where we will take a look at my first feature. Um, and I'll be sitting there and I'll talk every now and then. I'll stop it every now and then, but mostly I'm going to try and be quiet and just let you guys try and experience it. If anybody wants to watch this, I'm about to show you right now how to get to it. Um, because anybody can watch this film. It never made it to video. It was produced between 2006 and 2008. So there weren't streaming options the way they are now. But so anybody can watch it and see, uh, the first film that I cut my teeth on. This is my very first film. I'm not a great person for doing things. Uh, Half-ass is the wrong way to put it. I'm not great at doing short form. I don't think so. I've gotten better at it since this film, but the best stories I tell are the stories that are long form. I take a long time. I like scope, and yeah, so that's just my thing. My thing is long form. So I'm going to try and do this and see how it works out. Um, this is the let me do the whole page. Let's see if we can make this work out. This is the IMDb page um, for my film, The Road to Sundance. And we are going to be, we're going to be, I'm checking to make sure that I'm recording. I don't sound that bad. So this is the IMDb page. I don't think I can zoom it in for you. Maybe I can try. Can I try and zoom it in just a little bit? Yes. No, it won't. It's not working out. Which is fine. Oh, did it just do it? Anyway, okay. Um, The Road to Sundance was co-directed by myself and my friend Susan Durende. Um, this was my first feature ever, and I was not confident, with my own ability with actors just yet. So I'm like, okay, well, Susan said, okay, well, I will do the first half and you can do the second half because there was going to be a break. We were going to be changing DPs. I can't remember why, but we have two of lots of things on this production. We had two DPs, we had two directors. Um, the cast pretty much stayed the same once we were cast. Um, and we'll talk about casting later. There are a couple of stories I want to share with you about casting. But mostly, it was a really great experience. People to this day say thank you for the experience. It was a really good experience, even though this film didn't uh, do what we expected it to do. It didn't do what we expected it to do in the festival circuit. We didn't get into one festival. That's not true. We got into broad humor. Um, but we didn't do well in the festival circuit. I mean, the thing that my idea was the best way to work towards your weaknesses, work towards the things that you're lacking, is to point to them, just to okay. So what's better about making a movie about filmmakers that have no money? It seemed to make sense, you know. And I knew all the locations that I wanted. So it seemed like a no brainer, Once I got people to co-sign and got people to say, okay, this is a good script and I want to sign on. It was a great experience to cut your teeth on. Um, and yeah, maybe we should just get started. Maybe we should just press play, as it were. Let me see if I can get back to this. How am I doing so far? And we're going to go here, and let's see if we can get it to. Let's see if you guys have audio. Let's cross your fingers. I always get nervous. And if I can, I'll make this full screen for you guys.
This is a story about a young man named Chris who had everything he ever wanted in life. He came from a loving family with two parents who supported him in everything he chose to do or try. He has a great girlfriend, a nice car.
We had two DPs.
Until his parents are tragically taken away.
We had two DPs, but those opening shots I shot.
Careful what you ask for. I guess I should have been more careful. I mean, no, I don't think that I had anything to do with what happened to Pop. But still, I shouldn't have thought what I thought. He just made me so damn mad the last time I saw him, That don't even sound right. The last time I saw him.
He inherits a great fortune, and the only secret his parents.
This is a great location.
He discovers he has a sister that they disowned before he was even born. And when he decides to seek out the sister he never knew he had, he begins to question every aspect of his own identity.
Little Carlos called me Papi.
We had just a few minutes, a few hours to shoot in these two different locations. Three different locations, actually.
To have him look up to me like he looked up to Pop. Like I was important to somebody.
It's true that
doesn't understand why he has to make the journey. But for Chris, it's not just a road trip to find the only biological family he has left. It's a journey that will lead him to his first true glimpse of manhood.
I never needed nobody,
I tried to match that cut. Didn't quite work out.
It's like they're all I got. And I'm all they got, so take that away, and what do you have? You got nothing. So don't, all right? Don't take that away. Please don't.
Of course, in the end, he doesn't find what he expects to.
Do you have financing in place?
Actually, that's why I came to see you.
Isn't it funny that little
we've sent the script to a bunch of agencies.
Record scratch. Gen Xers, no one will know what that means anymore. It's weird.
You've got a lot of heart, and you put it into this script.
Thank you.
This could be a brilliant character piece with the right age.
The pictures.
You have a wonderful knack for storytelling. Has anyone ever told you that?
You, all the time.
I love this guy.
If it were up to
me,
we're
very good friends now.
Yours, you know that.
Sherry, you're gold in this town. Why wouldn't it be up to you?
It's not a done deal till this afternoon, but the director has someone else in mind.
You mean?
Hey, Liz. I think you're thinking on a much bigger
Yep,
scale.
those are my nieces and nephews sitting on the table.
With a gym like this, and with a little star power attached, it's like buying a bit of insurance.
This
What
is
makes my
scary.
project
He was
so
lovely.
attractive is that it can be produced
A lot of you probably
inexpensively,
recognize this
especially if it
actress.
won't blow half the budget on
Um,
some egomaniacal Hollywood actor's salary.
She's done really well
Are
for
you
herself.
trying to tell me that that druggie has more star power than I do?
I'm saying that it's Brett's choice, and right now Brett wants the druggie.
I can think
This
of a
is
dozen
really
nice
interesting
guys who would do
because
this for scale.
um,
So money's not everything to all of them.
Of course.
there are
I
lots of
understand that.
Now,
at the time they're doing bad things and still having a job, but
George, Max
that's what it means to
really
like be a bad boy in
cared
Hollywood, right? You
He
can't do
couldn't
it
just
now.
be honest.
Now that
He
Me
was
Too is a
straight.
thing,
I
you
think
can't
it's
be
true a little bit. It's
dangerous
wonderful.
and
But your hero's journey is getting
be
through
careless with
and
recreational drugs
I know it's
like you could so many years ago. Not that that's a good thing.
This is our
but,
holy grail, and we need to get it to Indy.
You are going to address it to Harrison Ford when you send it, aren't you?
Harry is such a boring name. He'll always be Indy to me.
That's
Sure,
funny.
There has to be something more I can do.
You can cross your fingers and go and talk to Larry. He's got something he wants to show you.
She just auditioned to try and be a teacher. You'll see later on.
Go.
There's a teacher scene, but
Listen,
I liked her for
I'm
this.
a director.
Everyone did a wonderful
Up
job.
and coming. He's young. He's smart. And he's looking for a piece like this. And I think he would do his best to be faithful to the spirit of the script.
But he would change some of it.
Reese, once you sell your script, you can't still have control over the interpretation. He's
Yeah.
a good guy, and you two can have coffee.
No.
I think that's something that
Thank you. But I have to direct it.
it's funny because I feel like a lot of us first time there you go. I feel like a lot of us first time directors or filmmakers, we make that mistake. We go, okay, well, I wrote this and I'm going to direct it and I'm going to produce it and I'm going to do everything myself because I'm the only one that can do it. But sometimes you can't. Most of the time you can't. When you're playing with somebody else's money, you have to play. You've got to be able to adjust. This is a really weird. This is my old job.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I found locations everywhere. I was constantly
You all right? Oh.
constantly scouting.
Crappy day. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, I would.
Thanks.
Larry, what's the verdict? Joey Marino? Larry, that guy is the biggest. Yeah, but you said my audition tape was fine. Fine, Larry, fine. Joey Crackhead Marino. Ah!
Is it wrong to still laugh at your own script? So I don't know if I've been talking too much to distract you guys, but okay. He's kind of a oh, there's a shot right there. Can you tell we did that? And the thing about it is now those neon signs are, commonplace. But basically he's supposed to be, and that's the wrong script. Right. Yes, that's Hollywood Boulevard. Yes, that's the airport, or just outside the airport. So Brandon is supposed to be. She got the wrong script. They switched scripts in the elevator. Brandon is supposed to be sort of a Nickelodeon actor, who wants to be taken seriously, and of course, she's comes out to LA from Baltimore and thinks she's gonna land that deal. That we all do. We all think it's gonna happen for us because our scripts are good.
Hey, it's not over yet.
And what you just heard was the first piece of music that is pop music that I thought I'd be able to get the rights to, but that's a whole other can of worms. We'll talk about that later. But it's the giant mistake number 2 is thinking that,
Oh,
pop music, and if a story isn't popular, if a song isn't popular, then it's going to be easy to get the rights to it. Not true. She is lovely.
check, please.
This is a location we had for a couple of hours as well. That was my old boss. He showed up in the rain. I'm like, come on, I need one extra. Please, please, please
We're
come.
gonna run out of time.
Hurry.
Oh. Okay, one happy one. So I'm really gonna have to act this way.
So that's Simone Messick, formerly
smart?
Simone Cook. She was
No.
Simone Cook
Why?
when she did
This
this
is a
film.
serious one.
Oh, sorry. My mama gonna see these
Nice.
pictures.
Why is your mama gotta look at every picture? Okay, go.
Girl, you know she ain't looked at every picture.
Desmond Faison. He was
I
awesome.
love
He's
you.
wonderful.
I love you too.
I know you do.
Um,
I know you do.
he
Say it,
had
girl.
some
No.
Aw.
I said it
tribulation
already. You heard it.
during this filming, but he worked it out for us. Again, I hit pay dirt with all of the actors. I'm so happy and proud of every performance. I'm not gonna lie, it's so hard to get an ensemble that works. I really think that everybody works in this film. I don't even remember who let us have this apartment. This is in West LA. I don't even know who it was. I think it was a coworker. And she let me use her balcony, or did he let me
it's
use
a
his
wonder why
balcony?
people only see me as a kid. Probably don't even know I shave.
Wasn't that great of Darlene to get us into Ronaldo's without a reservation?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to spit in my
Oh,
food.
Brandon, be nice.
Yeah.
Don't you remember what it was like to wait on people like you?
No, that never happened. There's no proof.
Oh, there is so
Can I
proof.
turn it up?
That's how we met.
Does that look better?
Yeah, no one needs to know that, all right?
Of course they do. It's the fairy tale we're gonna tell our kids one day.
Remind me
You know, I
to
should
tell
grow
you.
a beard.
Remind me to tell you a story about Darlene.
I think you'd look adorable with a little beard.
Rachel, adorable is not what I'm going for.
Well, you could sport a new look for when we go back home.
Now, who said anything about going home?
Brandon, you promised me that we go back home this summer.
You go. I don't know.
No, I can't, Brandon. You know that the only reason my mom let me come out here is because you gave me that beautiful ring.
She knows it's just a friendship ring, right?
What a dick thing to say. Aren't guys just terrible sometimes?
Can I change your mind about going home?
You can certainly try.
Yep. Yes, of course, James. Yeah. You are, James.
That's funny.
All right, sure.
I love
thing,
this guy.
Jimmy. Yeah.
Um,
Great, Jimmy. Okay. You bet, Jimbo. Okay. Bye.
I should know his name.
Whoa,
I
Larry.
should know his name.
Brandon. How long have you had this?
He has helped me
Soul
out
searching?
so many times.
Where did you get this?
You gave it to me, Larry.
I did not give that.
I
to
don't
you.
see his
And
name.
since
Where's
when
his
do you read
name? I'm
anything
looking
that
at the
was written
credits,
by
you
less than
guys.
4 people?
It's sad, but it's not tragic.
It's complicated.
Brandon, don't say it.
Larry, I want this film.
I asked you not to
Warren
say that.
Davis.
Larry, this could be the one.
You said no more indie.
Yeah, but this is different. It's good. It's really good.
Did you notice that it is written for an African-American actor?
So, Larry, this is really good.
That would never
I
fly
know.
today.
So call him.
Brandon, why are we together?
What?
Why are we together?
Larry, I know what you're
This is
gonna
my favorite
Out of all
scenes.
the agents in La La Land, why do you stick with me?
Because you have great instincts.
And
and because you're always right.
damn right, I'm always right. Remember Louisiana?
That is not fair. That was my first feature.
Didn't I tell you not to try that
Can you-
Cajun accent?
No, that script was nowhere near as good as this one.
Then there was Florida.
You did not have to bring up Florida.
Do you remember the alligator?
Of course I remember the alligator, Larry. I was up close and personal with the alligator. I'm never going to forget the alligator.
But did you listen? Brandon, buddy.
Isn't he a great
You
Slacy
know I
agent?
love you. Whatever. Now I know you're afraid you're gonna miss that gem that's gonna launch you to greatness, but kiddo, let me do my job.
This scene desperately needs a production designer.
How's the facial hair coming?
So just know that. See, you understand?
call.
These are all
He
the
works
things I
for you,
didn't
right?
know.
Rachel, you don't
I
understand.
didn't know how
if his
important
heart's not in it, then I'm the one who gets screwed. It happens
all
all the
these
time.
things were. I thought I could just dress a
I
set,
swear
it'd
the
be
guy has a
fine.
contract with the devil.
Yeah, maybe Larry's right. I mean, remember Florida?
Why does everyone keep bringing up Florida?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, let's just talk about something else, all right?
Fine.
This is in Malibu.
How was your audition?
It's great.
And
Gotta walk on.
I was just walking one day and
Even
I found it.
lines, but the showrunner said that
Did you know that they went with Joey Lorino for that Lassiter project? Joey Lorino.
he does have a huge following.
You think he's better looking than me?
What?
You do, don't you?
Brandon, you are being ridiculous.
Rachel, admit it, you do.
Stop.
Rachel.
Brandon, I want to split up.
What?
Clueless Brandon.
Why? Rachel, why? What did I do?
Because every single second, it is always about you, Brendan. I can't do it anymore.
You can't what?
We moved out here.
You know, no one twisted your arm about
This is
coming
one
out
of the-
here. You wanted an acting career too,
This is a
remember?
scene where
I came out
I'm
here
like,
for
oh,
you.
oh,
Yeah, well, this is a hell of a way to
location,
show it.
sound
You know what?
matters.
Maybe I just didn't realize who you really were. Maybe it's my fault for not seeing you for who you really are.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you should just go home.
I didn't know how noisy the beach would be.
I'm sorry, Brandon. Okay,
Whatever, Rachel.
Can you just take me home?
Take yourself home.
We only have one camera.
Fine. Come on. Come on.
Well, what about the food, Brandon?
Leave it for the homeless.
She was great. Tasia Trina? I can never pronounce her last
This
name.
is Max Cooper. How can I help you?
Adam Kaplan.
Excuse me? No,
He's
who'd
the
you
best.
say-
The best, the best, the best.
Oh, come on. Who is this? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, fax it over. Mm-hmm.
See, this is how old this movie
Great.
is. Faxes. Do you kids know
Fine.
what a fax is?
You're not going to believe what just happened. I know it's late, but just get down here. Seriously.
Isn't he great?
Roger.
Isn't it great?
They can't do that to you. Roger, you are pay or play. Look, they're just trying to rattle you. Roger, let me call you back. What have you done?
The director's a woman.
Warren is awesome.
Well, sis,
He can do a lot with a little
2
bit.
seasons of Life's an Adventure, 2 straight to DVD movies, and my personal favorite, Bloodbath Bayou.
This is my sister's house.
Wait. Where are you going?
This is my
Hey,
sister's
Candace,
house.
Take me out.
But I need you to help me with all this.
That's gonna take you forever.
Hint.
Hence, no.
Hence, no.
Come on. Don't you want to see the competition?
Thomas Frazier.
Competition, no. I'm already fired. Why would I want to?
He's very funny.
are not
Malik was
fired.
very important. It was very important to get the right
At
guy.
least not yet. I mean, look, this
And
guy
I think these
might
guys
not
are-
even be any good.
These guys are really good friends now.
He's hot. I mean, it looks hot where he is. The
yeah.
perspiration on his eyebrow. The dude is famous. You had to
He
be
didn't
super
say the
smart
line I wanted
I
him to
don't
say.
care if it's a smart thing to do. It needs to be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Please.
let's just make out.
Okay, but take out your retainer first.
Okay. Crap. Crap.
Oh! Oh!
Stop.
You got the look.
No.
You got the look.
That's
Look
funny.
at that.
Here. Take it.
I won't leave you.
You have to. The
Oh,
odds
sorry.
of making it to the surface are pretty bad already. You have to go.
Jack, no.
Listen,
Jack.
I want you to go, Amy. If at least one of us makes it out alive, I can live with it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Based on that, I'd probably fire me too. I'm just playing with you. Look, I'm straight. I don't need to
So
fight the rest of
he
y'all.
was gonna.
It's cool.
You sure?
When's this flight?
So in case I was talking through all of it, Malik was gonna be the. Malik was gonna play the lead in Reese's movie because they were gonna shoot it anyway. And then Brandon calls, and now he's famous. All those girls
Yeah, I'm Malik.
are Robert's students. Robert is a director for musical theater, or he was for several years. And those are all his students. It's awesome. It was awesome. They're like, "Oh, we'll be in the movie." See, isn't this crazy? Where you use the resources where you find them. You know, it's great. Sometimes your people hand you something and you're supposed to be grateful. Here we go.
Oh, snap.
There you go. And sometimes, you just, because you don't have anything, you just hit pay dirt because of something that falls in your lap. Yeah. Again, this B-roll footage, this is me.
It's cool and all.
That's
but
why it's not
just
great.
having more security.
I don't even know what camera I was using.
More security.
I just went,
Had your back.
You?
Yeah, me. I can handle myself.
I wanted to shoot Baltimore for Baltimore, and try and sort of track.
I'm your point man for everything. I'm your chauffeur, your bodyguard, your tour guide, your mama.
Everything.
I specialize in creative acquisition.
Yeah.
All in one, huh?
Look, I think Max explained this is a 4-man's production, so we got to improvise a little bit, all right?
That is
Craft
my
services
old
around the
bedroom.
first floor and the top 2 floors.
I grew up in that space, in the attic. That was an improv.
Thanks.
Why are you so dressed up?
I'm not dressed up.
That
Well,
is
you look
across the
really
street
nice.
from my old job.
Thank you.
Come on, sit down. Calm down.
I'm fine.
How do you do this?
Yep, that's us. Us.
I can't believe I missed that.
You two know each other?
Sort of. We kind of met in an elevator.
Yeah. So he's landed. He's landed in Baltimore, and he's going to make this tiny movie with this tiny crew, and surely he thinks he's going to be running the joint because
before a darkening
that's
sky, his silhouette is still fade to black.
because that's who Brandon is. Brandon is going to bless this ragtag production with all of his experience.
Great read, everyone. Everyone sounds right on the mark. So, unless we run into a crisis, talent has complete creative freedom.
Complete creative freedom, huh? Excellent.
With a few exceptions, we will be shooting in chronological order.
Wait, cover to cover?
Yep.
That's virtually impossible, even in LA.
Well, you're not in Kansas anymore, Sparky.
It's Baltimore, dog.
All right, everyone, that is a wrap for now.
I don't even remember
Mama has speak for us out in the other room.
I like the sound of that, ladies and
Oh my God, I can't pronounce his name.
Nice read, dog.
Nice.
Quasi?
Reese, you ready?
Oh yeah, Brandon. So
He was
sorry, but
lovely.
We still got a lot of changes to address before Monday.
I think that was his
so
line. I
I'll
don't
talk to
think
you
I was in the
later.
script.
Okay, tomorrow.
Bye.
Yeah. Wardrobe is nuts.
Not yet.
Most of these actors brought their own wardrobe, but we did our best to
Just hasn't hit
buy
it yet, that's all.
Brandon-esque
Yeah, ready? Ready for what?
Wardrobe.
And where you get that jacket from? The trash can? What? I'm joking.
I don't like
I'm
that
joking.
line.
Okay.
Of course, there was an
All right.
ad lib,
Get some food, man. You're hungry.
but you know.
Trash can. Come on.
But then Robert made something out of it, so I kept it. Yeah, it's all a collaboration. It's all a great. So, yeah. This is another piece of pop music that I had no chance in hell of ever getting.
Yeah. Hey, good morning. How'd you sleep? Can you tell Reese
Yeah.
that I think I have a zit coming on that and my left side's my best side, right? Sure. Yeah. Let's go.
Robert was really worried about coming off as. Oh, did I lose the stream? I think I did. He was really worried about coming off as, obtuse. Yeah, I lost the stream. Look at that. I wonder how long I lost it. I'll just put it back.
Trust me, we don't see a zit.
That's funny.
Ever have a
I guess
pet
this is a good place to
die?
stop.
A fish? A plant?
No.
A cell phone battery? Ever have your favorite?
That was an ad lib. Oh, it looks like we've been kicked out of IMDB. So this looks like a good place to stop. All right. Well, that's so far so good. Yeah. It's funny how things that you remember things, when you're looking at them again. The hard stuff, the fun stuff. I'm so glad. I still think the script is funny. I hope it's not funny just because I wrote it. I think it's actually funny. But it's weird. And it was a really great reflection of me and who I am and my sensibilities. And like, I like Goofy. I do. But I guess we'll continue this. We'll check the internet connection and we'll continue because got to finish today. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're getting some insight out of it, and maybe later on we'll break down the different pieces of the film and the different elements of it, the casting, the production, design, the music. Haven't talked about the music yet. We'll do that in the next segment. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Yeah, and we'll do some more. We'll get to the end of this movie and we'll talk about all of it and the things that I know now and the mistakes that I made and the mistakes that a lot of filmmakers don't have to deal with anymore because it's a different time now. It's a different technology is just leaped so far ahead. There's some things that you guys won't ever have to worry about, but still the basics are the same. The basics are the same. The same underestimations and underestimations are human nature, and those are part of the things that I hope to share with you to to help you avoid the same pitfalls. And when we're done with this film, we'll do the next one. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining this edition of this inaugural edition of special features on the Justabrowngirl network, and we'll do more. And I am so proud of myself because I hit record. You believe it? I don't believe it. I'm going to try and keep doing it.